Another dead black man at the end of the day. That's going to be the only consequences. I want out of this situation. I want to see freedom. I want to be able to live. You're supposed to have something in you called a will to live. You're not supposed to be willing to go out there and just die for anything. It's supposed to be for something. If I have to die for my children to see freedom, then that's one thing. But I want to be there to also lead them and to be able to help them grow and to be able to guide them and teach them the things that they're supposed to do, because that's our job as parents. We shouldn't be having conversations with our children for our children how to tell them how to deal with law enforcement, but you better have that conversation with your children, because your children will end up dead.
That's right.
You better know exactly how to deal with them.
Yes, sir.
That's the truth.
When a police officer approach you with a weapon on their hip, you better act like you're in a robbery and give them everything it is that they want. Because we see the end result if you want to have a conflict with them. We can ask them for tasers and all that, these less lethal weapons and all that. They're going to be walking around here looking like RoboCop in a minute. They're going to have a taser on the hip, they got the gun on the hip, they got the baton, they got the body camera. What we going to do? Ask them to put a body camera on their head now. What else we going to ask for? We can ask for dash cam. I mean, we just keep asking for stuff. It ain't none of this stuff going to keep us safe because of what's in their heart. It's just something in their heart.
That's right.
They were made that way. Something that's been made crooked cannot be made straight. It's just not going to happen.
We can't make it straight.
No, only God. Trust Him.
But yeah, we go and ask these people about certain laws and this and that. Now, man, these people don't care about nothing we go and ask them for.
No, they don't care.
It was always about Israel and their God. We have nothing to do with nobody else.
Let's go to Exodus chapter 20, verse 3. Talking about the 10 Commandments. We wasn't asked to do a lot. We were just asked for a few simple things. This shouldn't be hard. It shouldn't be complicated. Just a few simple things I want y'all to do for me. Exodus chapter 20. Exodus chapter 20, verse 3 reads like this here. You shall have no other God before me. We're talking about the God of old. We're talking about the one that brought the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. We're talking about that God. We're not talking about nobody who ain't done nothing for you. Jesus come lately and all that. We're going old school right here.
That's our biggest challenge.
Say, don't put no other God before me.
That's right. That's right.
And if you do that, God don't write no laws or tell the people something just to be saying it. Your mama didn't leave you no instructions when she left just to be wasting her breath. She wanted something done. She wanted it done a certain way. And that was a punishment that came along with that if you're not willing to do it.
That's right.
Be disobedient to your parents and think don't nothing come along with it. There's something come along with it. So we have to ask ourselves, the same thing that's going on with our relationship with our Creator is the same relationship that we have with our children. And this is how our Creator looks at us as children, and we will be punished.
That's with His children. That's right.
You can't run around here claiming you're God's child, and then when the punishment comes for you being disobedient, you don't want to be the child. You don't want to be connected to that no more. You want to get as far away from that as possible.
Can't ignore it.
It be why.
So in the days of old, we were told, do things a certain way. You're going to reap the good of the land if you do things a certain way. Only good things are going to come to you, rewards, no punishments at all. I'm going to be good to you. We're going to be good to each other. You're going to walk with me, I'm going to walk with you. But if you ever turn your back and walk contrary, I turn my back on you too.
That's it.
Think it's a game. Play. Because once
That's
the word go out, that's what it is. All you can do is go back and ask for mercy after that.
I forgive.
We blaming all our problems on everybody else, and everybody else ain't got nothing to do with us. This is about us and our
That's
Creator.
the truth. That's it.
If I got to pray for our people because they don't know what's going on, that's what I do. I pray for them.
Yes, sir.
Because they don't have a clue they doing nothing wrong. They
That's
think
right.
they can go do whatever they want and then just turn around and just apologize for it. Oh, God, I'm sorry, they're going to do the same
That's
thing tomorrow.
right.
And
That's
then we
right.
turn around and wonder why we still here today as a
I
people.
know that's right.
That false
Yes,
God.
sir.
That's what that false God say.
Let's go over to Jeremiah chapter 6.